welcome to Murphy's Garden. You join me in the shed today, and what I'm going to do is a little video on how to string onions. We've been very busy harvesting all our produce and we've got a very good crop of onions this year. In the past, when I've tried to string onions, I didn't really know what I was doing, and you pulled one out and the whole thing kind of collapsed, so obviously I wasn't doing it correctly. So we've just got back, we've been visiting some relatives, Auntie June and Uncle Mike down in Wiltshire, who are pro vegetable growers, have been doing it for years. So Mike's always growing onions, and June showed me just how to go about stringing the onions. So I'm going to share what I've learned with you. I'm not an expert, but I think I've managed to crack it, and you can see I've got this string of onions that I've been practicing on, and it looks quite professional, I think. So I'm going to have a go and just show you what to do. So the first step is to, when you harvest the onions, is just to leave them somewhere dry and preferably warm for about a week or 2 weeks, just to sort of begin the process of drying out. These have been in the shed. We've got a window in the shed so the sun beats in. It actually does get quite warm in here. So, so they're nice and dry. So the next thing to do is take your onion and just tidy it up. These have just come in directly from the ground. So all you do is just trim off the stalks, get rid of any mud, and then allow about a hand width. That's how much foliage you'll need, so just trim off any excess. And I just do this with scissors, so you've got about a hand width of stalk to play with. So that's that, and you just go through them and just do that with all of them. So trim, and I'm just going to peel it off. I've got a bucket down here, cut it off into there, and I just get rid of a bit of the soil and the mud, because if I want to bring them into the kitchen, I don't want soil everywhere. So that's that. So you just do that with the whole crop. So we've tidied up all of the onions now. We've got, I think, about another 30 in here, and I think we did about 20 on the string behind me. So the next thing to do is to get your string, and you want to measure, so you want 1 foot plus another foot, so that's 2 feet, so that's about 2 feet. That's the length that you want the string to be, and then you double that over because you want 2 lengths of string. So that's 2 foot doubled over, if you get that. And then you just cut that off. And that's ready for the next stage. So I've cut a piece of string and doubled it over. It's recommended not to do it, don't do it any more than about 2 foot. This is probably just under 2 foot, but if you've got it too long and you put all your onions on there, it just becomes a bit too heavy. So I quite like to do shortish bits. So we've got the string, and what you need to do now is just do a knot at the bottom. So tie that firmly. Now at the knotted end, you can just put that on a hook if you've got a hook. But just for the purposes of doing the video, I'm going to tie it on this rafter so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to tie it on with another bit of string just onto this rafter. And that's nice and firm. So you pull on that and that's nice and firm. So that's ready to start stringing the onions. So the next thing to do is to take your onion. I'll just move this out of the way. Now, so you've got your loop here, and what you want to do is just form a hoop in the string like that. So you've got this hoop, can you see that? And then what I'm going to do is just poke the onion through this little hoop, and then the weight of the onion, you want quite a biggish onion for your bottom onion, because this is going to add the weight to it, and then just let it go down and it will tighten around. Try and get the string at the bottom of the onion as near down the neck as you can. But that will then just tighten around the onion, and that's quite firm, ready for the next onion. So that's quite firm, but just as another backup, I just sort of wrap it round in and out a few times, and that's really, really firm. That's not going to go anywhere. So now take your second onion, and it's a similar process. You're going to put that, you can start quite high up so you're not too near that one. You're going to wrap it round the first piece of string, round the second piece of string, and then under, and then you can just slide the onion down so that they're quite compact. So it's the same process again, so we'll do it again. So in the middle of the 2 strings, you're going to go round the first one, round the second one, and then under like that, and then just let it slide down, and you're just forming this kind of nice kind of plait thing. So in between the 2 strings, round there, and then under, and down it goes. So you just continue to do this until you've got, it looks really nice, doesn't it? It looks lovely, so keep going until you've got quite a few onions on there. You don't want too many, otherwise it becomes too heavy, but maybe sort of 10 fit to 15 is probably about enough. How many is that? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, put another couple on there. So I'm now just going to add the final onion. So wind that one round like that. Slide it into place. Now you can make this as long or as short as you want to. Obviously the longer it is, the heavier it gets, and I don't think the string's going to hold many more than that. And then what you want to do is put it somewhere cool and dry, and let them just dry out a little bit more until you're ready to use them. And then when you're ready to use them, you just get some scissors and just cut them off the string, and they're good to use. So they'll store for quite a few months like this. So I'm just going to do another string using the remainder of these onions, but hope you find that useful, and thank you very much for watching, and join us in the next video. Bye for now.